Bhakta Vrinda Vande Guru Nisha Bhaktan Ishan Ishavatarakan Tat Prakasham Tat Shakti Krishna Chaitanya Sanyakam Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sahodito Gauraliye Pushpavanatao Chitrao Sandau Tamo Nudao Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Chaitanya Radas Moi Chaitanya Radas Chaitanya Radas Tar Das Das. Hare Krishna, thank you so much, dear Vaishnavas, for joining. We are reading Adi Lila, Caitanya Caritamrita, Adi Lila, chapter 6, entitled The Glories of Lord Sri Advaita Acharya, and we have covered 90, the verse till text 94. So we're going to read further. We talked about how Lord Advaita Acharya was using his body, his mind, his words, kaya, vacha, manasa, thinking, I'm an eternal servant of Krishna, and acting in a way, feeling that in the heart, speaking that from the mouth, and acting with the hands, with the legs, with the body, with the karma or actions, always connecting to devotion, like tulasi sevan, offering water, offering tulasi. So let's move further and read the next verse, text number 95. Rithividharina ye sheshas Shankarshana Kaya Vyuha Kari Karena Krishnira Sevana. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Shesha, Sankarshana, who holds all the planets on his heads, expands himself in different bodies to render service to Lord Krishna. So, we are talking about the different incarnations. We read about Lakshmana, we read about Vedacharya, Sankarshana. So Shesha, Ananta Shesha, referring to who, it's mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, that all these different universes are like mustard seeds on Ananta's head. Imagine we are holding mustard seeds. Does it feel any pain? Like thousands we can hold, just in one palm, maybe hundreds, and we won't feel anything. Like it's like nothing. It's like, so that's what the size of Ananta Shesha is. That's what it feels to him when he's holding, like he's having mustard seeds on his head. And he expands Kaya Vyuha. Kaya Vyuha Kari. He expands in different bodies. As Krishna's bed, right? We know that. Lord Vishnu sleeps on Anantashesha. To do what? To do seva. Krishna is Sevan. Next. Mataji's want to read?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam. Yes, Prabhuji. Right. Text 96. यही सब है श्री कृष्ण रा अवतार निरंतर देखी सबार भक्ति रा आचार. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. These are all incarnation of Lord Krishna, yet we always find that they act as devotees. Back to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण। ये सब कौन है? कृष्ण अवतार। What's referred? Who's being referred as Asav? Anantashesh, Balram ji, Advaitacharya, Lakshmana, Karanadakshay Vishnu, etc., etc. These are all bhakta. The mood is their avatar, they are the Supreme Lord. But Sabara Bhaktira Achar. They are behaving as devotees, they're acting as devotees. Their mood is to serve their master. E sabake shastre kahe bhakta avatar. Bhakta avatar pada upari sabar. Ei sabha ke shastre kahe bhakta avatar. Bhakta avatar pada upari sabar. The scriptures call them incarnations as devotees, bhakta avatar. The position of being such an incarnation is above all others. Purport: the Supreme Personality of God appears in different incarnations, but his appearance in the role of a devotee is more beneficial to the conditioned souls than the other incarnations. With all their opulences, sometimes a conditioned soul is bewildered when he tries to understand the incarnation of Godhead with full opulence. Lord Krishna appeared and performed many uncommon activities, and some materialists misunderstood him. But his appearance as Lord Chaitanya, in his appearance as Lord Chaitanya, he did not show much of his opulence, and therefore fewer conditioned souls were bewildered. And misunderstanding the Lord, many fools consider themselves incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But the result is that after leaving the material body, they enter the species of the jackals. Persons who cannot understand the real significance of an incarnation must attain such lower species of life as punishment. Conditioned souls who are puffed up by false egoism and who try to become one with the Supreme Lord become Mayavadis. Hare Krishna. So, this incarnation, the mood of the Lord as an incarnation, as a Bhakta avatar, the scriptures call them Bhakta avatar, is higher or above all other incarnations. Why? Who will answer why? Raghunath, you want to answer? Why are they higher than other incarnations?
Prabhuji, can I please repeat again?
This verse mentions, this text mentions that these incarnations as Bhakta avatar is higher. Their The position of being such an incarnation is above all others,
Yeah, Prabhuji,
above other incarnations, like maybe Nrsingadev or Kurmadev, right?
yes, Prabhuji. Because bhakta is always means devotee is always very mm, uh, very near to Lord Krishna. Means very near and dear to Lord Krishna. So bhakta avatar is always in the supreme position.
I see. Did you hear the purport? You read or heard? Maybe you're multitasking. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Nice. The reason you gave is nice. The reason mentioned here is that because often people misunderstand God, right? They consider themselves as incarnations. So many people in India are fighting that they are Kalki.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So the reason why they are higher because the Lord does not show any extraordinary or uncommon activities. Hmm. It did not show much opulences. Wherefore, fewer conditioned souls were bewildered. If the Lord shows, this human has special powers, right? This personality has special powers, so maybe we can also become that. And that's what the Mayavadi conception is, right?
Yes, yes.
They try to become one with the Lord. And that's basically Mayavad. That we are as good as God, or we will become as good as God. Therefore, the Lord does not show his supremacy. And in the mood of devotees rendering service, Lord Chaitanya did not say that I am God, worship me. Maybe just few instances. But he's saying, Bhalo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Koro Krishna, Shiksha, Apani Acharya Prabhu Jivera Sikhai. That was his mood. Because the mood is to revive dharma, right? The mood is to revive dharma. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes.
Ekamatram Shri Krishna Amsha Amshi Amshe Dekhi Jeshta Kanishta Achar. Lord Krishna is the source of all incarnations, and all others are his parts or partial incarnations. We find that the whole and the part behave as superior and inferior. Ekamatra Amshi. Ekala Ishvara Krishna or Sabhabhritya, right? So similar. So one Amshi is Krishna, the source. Amsha Avatar. Amsha means part, right? Avatar. These are different incarnations. Amshi, Amshe Dekhi Jeshta. Amshi. So we find the whole and the part behave as superior and the inferior. The whole is Krishna, who behaves as superior, and the inferior is the Amsha or the incarnations. So the whole is the superior part. Although they are one, but there is some difference. Like Krishna and Balaram, right? Lord Balaram is Sevak Bhagavan, and Krishna is Sevya Bhagavan, right? Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in the mood of service, right? All the other incarnation, Lakshmana, Nanda Shesha, Advaitacharya, in the mood of service. They are the Supreme Lord, but still in the mood of inferior servant to the Lord. Okay, next, would someone like to read?
Prabhuji,
Yes.
one question. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the is one of the incarnation of Lord Krishna, or he is means he is the whole. What we can assume.
He is the whole, but still he has come. Ultimately, there is no difference, as we say.
Yes.
Jai Krishna, Sai Gaura, Sai Jagannath. Right? So basically, there is no difference. It's like Radha Krishna come together as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it's like he is Krishna only, but in a different mood.
Yes, Prabhuji. Oh,
Like Jagannath also is Krishna only, right? But
yes.
in a different mood or in different form. So is it okay?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. Means we can assume Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and also Lord Jagannath has whole, means he's none other than Krishna.
Yes.
Okay, okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. Can I read, Prabhuji?
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Just to add that in Chaitanya Caritamrita Adi Lila, chapter 1, it's one of the verses, it's written that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Avatari, means he is the highest of all the incarnations of Lord Krishna. He is Avatari. That to explain Krishna Das Gopinath Goswami. And he is non-different from Lord Jagannath. That's the Chaitanya Caritamrita also. Krishna Das Gopinath Goswami mentioned. Here Lord Jagannath, same Lord Krishna. All are same. Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji, for sharing that.
Thank you, Mataji.
Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam. That verse also fits in there. Nice. Good discussion. Good for sharing. This is good. We should try to connect, where we have read something similar to prove, to connect the scriptures, the verses. Very nice. Okay, 99. Yes, Mataji, you wanted to read?
Yes, Prabhuji. ज्येष्ठा भावे अंशिते हाय प्रभु ज्ञान कनिष्ठ भावे अपनाते भक्त अभिमान. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. The source of all incarnation has the emotions of a superior when he considers himself the master, and he has the emotions of an inferior when he considers himself a devotee. Purport. A fraction of a particular thing is called a part, and that from which the fraction is distinguished is called the whole. Therefore, the fraction or part is included within the whole. Thus, Lord is whole and the devotee is the part of fractional part. That is the relationship between the Lord and the devotee. There are all gradations of devotees who are calculated as greater or lesser. When a devotee is great, he is called Prabhu. When he is lesser, he is called Bhakta or a devotee. The supreme whole is Krishna, and the Baladev and all Vishnu incarnations are his fractions. Lord Krishna is therefore conscious of his superior position, and all Vishnu incarnations are conscious of their positions as devotees. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, back to you.
Any comments, Mataji, you have here?
So Prabhuji, from this verse, Krishna is the whole, he's the supreme, and means he's the we can say he's the superset, and the other are like gradation devotees who are greater or lesser. They are the subsets. They are means they are the part or parcel of the Supreme Lord Krishna. And also Krishna, and here also described about Krishna is the whole, and Baladev, he is also the incarnation of Vishnu.
Very good. So they are acting as inferior because of the emotion. They're same Vishnu Tattva, but the emotions are of a devotee or a servant. But Lord Krishna, he has the emotion of the Supreme Lord. As we see here also. He's carrying that emotion. Lord Krishna is therefore conscious of his superior position. But Lord Chaitanya would never, say that. But Krishna says, Manmanabha mad bhakto, right? Pitahamasya jagato mata dhata pitama. I am the father. Aham bija pradapita. He's conscious of his superior position, right? I am that Bhagavan. I am that source. I am that cause of all causes. One should worship me. Krishna is saying that repeatedly, again and again. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu does not say that. Other incarnations don't say that.
And also, Prabhuji, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was none other than Lord Krishna, and also he was living in the mood of the superior devotee Srimati Radharani. So with this emotion, he never said that he is the Supreme Lord.
Yes, very nice. Bhava. He had that. That's what he wanted. That's the reason he came to relish that emotion, Bhakta Rupa. Very nice. Being a devotee is the highest thing. It's not like inferior, superior in the sense. Being a devotee is the best thing, is the highest thing, is the perfection of our identity. And those who realize it, they're always happy. Brahma Bhuta Prasanna Atma. If one has tasted the love of Krishna as a servant, then one does not need anything else. Nothing else will give joy to that person. And that's the whole thing we are trying to experience. We're trying to develop. We're trying to follow in the footsteps. And I was hearing a nice story yesterday. His Grace Radhesham Prabhupada quotes this also, that body, mind, words, kaya, vacha, manasa, three things. Often, sometimes we say from the mouth, correct? Saying from the mouth is easy. Oh, I'm Krishna's devotee. I'm trying to be devotee. Oh, you are my Prabhu. I am Das. But we should try to mean it, try to understand it. So once upon a time, story time, there was, Chedia, group of birds, sparrows, and their teacher, their guru, their superiors had told them, they would sing this song, शिकारी आएगा, दाना डालेगा, जाल में फंसना नहीं, शिकारी आएगा, रोज गाते थे, रोज, शिकारी आएगा, दाना डालेगा, जाल बिछाएगा, जाल में फंसना नहीं, शिकारी आएगा, दाना डालेगा, जाल बिछाएगा, जाल में फंसना नहीं, रोज गाते थे उनका ये, this was their like daily routine. Every day they would do this. Months passed, years passed, months passed, and then this they saw, oh, grains, and they were got attracted to by those grains, दाना डाला, और जाल था, जाल में फंस गए, शिकारी जाल को उठा लिया, he captured all the birds, and still they are singing, शिकारी आएगा, दाना डालेगा, जाल बिछाएगा, जाल में फंसना, जाल में फंसे हुए हैं, फिर भी वो गाना गा रहे हैं. Any thoughts, lessons, reflections from this story? Have you heard this before? You all get it, like Hindi, I hope all of you understand, right? Any thoughts? Yes, Basati Mataji, Ruby Mataji, Shital Mataji, anyone wants to share any thoughts?
Prabhuji, we can say only as a saying, but we cannot leave this. Means we cannot. Sometimes things are like that. We just say like, oh, as a saying, but we don't utilize this in our day-to-day life or regular life.
Very nice. We speak from the mouth, but not from the heart. We don't try to follow it, or we're not. Very nice. Any other thoughts, additions? Yeah. So, as Mataji said, the knowledge is of no practical use until it causes transformation of heart. The knowledge in the head comes out from the mouth. If it does not go deep in the heart, what good? It's like, 1 ear to the 1 ear or 1 ear to the mouth, nothing big, right? We discussed that story. The straw would enter, come out from one other hole or this hole, but it goes deep in the heart and causes a churning, causes transformation. It makes one think, oh, what am I singing? What am I doing? What am I talking? What is chanting? Why am I chanting? What is the mood of chanting? Hmm. I'm telling others to chant attentively. Am I chanting attentively? Am I trying to chant attentively? Chant from the heart. Or whatever I read, heard, am I trying to be sincere? Otherwise, we'll have the same story. शिकारी आएगा, दाना डालेगा, जाल बिछाएगा, जाल में फंसना नहीं. जाल में फंसे भी रहेंगे, माला भी हो रहा है, We have to become living devotees, not existing devotees. Like this pen. Is it existing or is it living? Hmm? This pen on the table. What do you say? Is it living or existing?
Existing.
It's existing, correct? It's existing. Living means life. Living means growth. Life means growth. Living means conscious. So, His Grace Radheshyam Prabhuji mentioned this, that we should not be existing devotees. We should be living devotees. Living means analyze, see, am I growing? What I need to work on? What are my areas for improvement? How I can serve? How I can improve? What can I do? And do our best to serve the mission of Lord. Do our best. Living devotees. Energetic, enthusiasm, serving Krishna to the best extent we can. That will please Krishna, that will please Guru, that will please Prabhupada, that will please everyone. That will please us, right? When we do something, don't we feel happy? Especially it's connected to like serving, let's say going for Harinam or distributing books or doing kirtan or celebrating festival, right? Outreaching. We feel happy. So come. We naturally feel happy. Okay. Any other comments? Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, Prabhuji. So we have to first of all not just like learning or reading. We have to contemplate that one, contemplation, and then apply in our daily life. And Pran Govinda Prabhuji in his lecture, he says like, don't keep going, but keep growing. So grow and go to the ladder step by step and try to grow. So not like going, just growing. So that's I like Prabhuji.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's very nice. We should keep growing step by step, krame krame. Very nice, Mataji. Existing devotees, Prabhuji gave example. Somehow, काम चल रहा है, right? They may chant, they may do certain things, but their main thing is their life. Maybe 5% some Krishna consciousness, but 95% I, me, mine, my life. It's certainly better than nothing, right? Like 5%, if someone is trying to be Krishna conscious 5% of the time, that's still very nice, much better than 0%. But as a devotee progresses, one feels more and more that commitment, dedication, enthusiasm, service attitude, and it helps. Okay, let's read next. Who's going to hit the century? Next 100. Shata. Saraswati Mataji, you want to read?
Yes, Prabhuji. Text 100. কৃষ্ণের মমতা হইতে বড় ভক্ত পদ, আত্মা হইতে কৃষ্ণের ভক্ত হয় প্রেমাস্পদ। Translation. The position of being a devotee is higher than that of equality with Lord Krishna. For the devotees are dearer to Lord Krishna than the oneself. The conception of oneness with the Supreme Personality of Godhead is inferior to that eternal service to the Lord, because Lord Krishna is more affectionate to devotees than to his personal self. Sad Sadhinam Hridayam Toyaham Mad Anyat Tena Jananti Naham Tavyo Manag Api. The devotee are my heart, and I am the heart of my devotees. My devotees do not know anyone but me. Similarly, I do not know anyone but my devotees. This is the intimate relationship between the Lord and his devotees. Beautiful. So Krishna is Bhakta avatar. He is Bhakta Vatsala. So he can do anything for his devotees, and that's also devotees. The pure devotees also reciprocate with the Lord. So that is the relationship between the Lord and the devotees, which is very, very eternal, very special. That's Krishna says in Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna.
There you go. Thank you, Mataji. I think that's quite what Ruby Mataji said earlier. Why is the position of a devotee even higher? So this is one reason here why the Lord appears in that. But there's another reason that's even higher. There is no one more dear to Krishna than his devotee. So many, at least in 10 plus verses, Krishna says that in the Bhagavad Gita. That he's very dear. One who is devotee is very dear to me. Here in the Bhagavatam, in the Amrish Maharaj connection, Krishna says, और विष्णु से साधव हृदयम मह्यम, साधु कहाँ रहते हैं? मेरे हृदय में रहते हैं। और साधु नाम, उनके हृदय में कौन रहता है? हृदयम तब अहम, मैं रहता हूं। एक दूसरे के हार्ट में रहते, हार्ट टू हार्ट कनेक्शन. Krishna resides in the heart of devotees, devotees reside in the heart of Krishna. मद अन्यते ना जानती, वो और कुछ नहीं जानते मेरे सिवा. They don't know anything except me. ना हम तेभ्यो मनागपि, और मैं उनके सिवा कुछ नहीं जानता. This is Krishna. I don't know anything but them. Krishna, they know nothing but me. So beautiful. Sadhavo hridayam mayyam sadhunam hridayam tavaham mat anyatti na janati mat anyatti na jananti na ham tebhyo managapi. Beautiful verse. Those who wish to remember Amrish Maharaj connection, when Durvasa Muni goes and asks, when he the heat was following him, he goes everywhere and finally goes to Lord Vishnu, and Lord Vishnu says, I cannot do anything because you have offended my devotee, Amrish Maharaj. I can go to any extent for my devotee, and my devotee can go to any extent for me. They know nothing but me, I know nothing but them. They live in my heart, I live in their heart. तुम्हारा हृदय सदा गोविंद विश्राम. गोविंद कहाँ विश्राम करते हैं? वैष्णव ठाकुर, वैष्णव के हार्ट में. Any comments there? Next, anyone? And this will be the last for today. Anyone wants to read this?
Prabhuji, I can read if
Yeah.
text 101. आत्मा हईते कृष्ण भक्ते बड़ा करी माने इहाते बहुत शास्त्र वचन प्रमाणे. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada Ki Jai. Lord Krishna considers his devotees greater than himself. In this connection, the scriptures provide an abundance of evidence. Back to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So what does Krishna consider? Krishna is not like, oh, you worship me, you become my servant, and I'll just harass you, torture you, exploit you, blah, blah, blah. That's what happens in the material world. If someone is very rich, they may have hundreds of servants, and then mostly they don't get very respectable position. They may just barely make ends meet. But that's not true if someone serves Krishna. His devotee, Krishna, what does he consider? Atma hoite. His bhakta, bada kori mani, apne se bada mante. Bada kori mani. He accepts him as greater. Now, you will say, well, is there any proof? You're just talking big, big things. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, yes. Bahut Shastra vachan. In this connection, ihate bahut Shastra. Bahut sare vachan hai Shastron. That means a lot of quotations, evidences, proofs, pramans in this connection, pramane. What are those pramans? We'll discuss tomorrow. What are those proofs? We're going to study how, where, when Krishna considers his devotee as superior than his own self. I'm sure all of you know some examples. Can anyone share some examples where Krishna showed that? Any Leelas, any pastimes?
What Prabhuji, what showed Krishna? Sorry, I just
Krishna showed even more respect, more care than his own self. अपने से भी बड़ा मानते, अपने बड़ा मान to his devotees.
so he when he refused to go to Duryodhan's invitation, and he went to Vidur's house, Prabhuji, and he accepted the invitation of Vidur's family because he is a greater devotee than Duryodhan.
Okay. So maybe there is, in this connection, there is contrast between Duryodhana and Vidura. Nice example. More? Yes, Ruby Mataji?
So, Prabhuji, Krishna was the Sarathi of Arjun's chariot.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Like it's like a driver. Is driver a more important position or than the passenger? Right? The driver is a lower position on a like. So Krishna is taking the lower position and giving the higher position to Arjuna. Very nice.
And also, Prabhuji, we read in Srimad Bhagavatam about Samudra Manthan Lila, when Lord Shiva drank the poison, and in the purport it's written, and also in the translation, that why, and Krishna actually gave the credit to Lord. He could do it, but to glorify Lord Shiva, and so that's why he gave that credit to Lord Shiva.
Very nice. Yes, he's also worshipping. Lord Ram is worshipping Lord Shiva, right? That he's my superior in the role. And as you mentioned, so beautiful example, right? There are many, many examples, many examples. We discuss Lord Krishna serving the lotus feet of Sri Radharani. in the Jayadev Goswami story, right? Lord Krishna is very the Ambrish Maharaj story, we just referred, right? He says, I cannot do anything. He is a supreme Lord, but I have been sold by, to my devotee. I am his property. Krishna says that. I am his property, I am his servant. Devotee wants to be Krishna's servant, Krishna wants to be devotee's servant. You know the famous story of that in Jagannath Puri? What is that Brahmana that who marked that line that Krishna provides what we lack and preserves what we have? Hmm? He marked that line. This is famous. I think Ruby Mataji may know that Panda, some Panda, Gita Panda. Yeah, Gita Panda story, right? Remember? He
Is
marked, he marked that line. Yogashayam Mahamyam. Because he was so poor, he didn't, wife did not have food, and then finally Krishna came with his brother Balram and provided lots and lots of, so became his servant of his devotee. So many connections, so many pastimes are there. He accepts. Haridas Thakur, when he was being beaten in the 22 marketplaces, Lord Krishna, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu covered his body. There was not a single mark of those whips on his body because Lord Chaitanya covered him. When Mother Draupadi was in danger, Krishna provided that covered with that sari, with his blessing. When Parikshit was in danger, when Prahlad was in danger, Krishna came and became their servant, became their guard, became their bodyguard, right? To protect. Who is a bodyguard? Bodyguard means servant, right? He's protecting his master. His Krishna's master is his devotee. Devotee's master is Krishna. Devotee wants to serve Krishna more. Krishna wants to serve devotee more. Our dear Prabhupada, Krishna helped him in so many ways. In Jaladuta, in so many extraordinary ways. Krishna becomes a servant of his devotee. So we'll pause that. We can meditate on this tonight and we'll read more examples. Any closing comments, thoughts, or questions? Shri Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai, Jagat Guru Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktavinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol, Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much. Hare
Krishna Prabhuji.